First of all, thanks for being here in my YouTube channel. So before watching all the 25 questions what I have given on the model paper, so first try to write the test, right? So same 25 question what I am going to solve in this video, I have given as a model paper test, right? So 25 question, 35 minutes. So time management comes only when you keep on practicing more number of practice sets, right? So do not forget to write the test first on the railway test package. So once after writing the test, if you have any doubts on the solution, come and watch this video. Definitely it will be useful for you. So first write the test and then watch this video. So now let me move on to all the 25 questions what I have given on the model paper for JEE exam. So friends, now let me move on to all the 25 questions in this video what I have already given on the model paper 2, right? So I think this 25 questions what I have given on the model paper 2 for JEE exam, it's medium level question, not so easy also, it's like moderate level. So I hope if you are a beginner or an intermediate student, you should definitely get more than 15 plus. So 15 to 18 is the good attempt, right, in this paper. So, and every time I'm repeatedly saying this, always solve questions like trigonometry, algebra, right? So trigonometry, algebra, and then compound interest at last. Do not try to solve all these three topics initially, because if you need to save your time, you should not touch all the three questions initially, right? Because sometimes some compound interest question will be easy, but sometimes solving a compound interest question might take more than 3 minutes. The calculative part will be more. And when you take a trigonometry, you can able to solve 2 to 3 lines. So after 3 lines, you don't know what we need to do, right? What we need to apply here and what property we have to apply here to solve a trigonometry question. So there we waste 2 minutes. So don't do it. So better, in order to save time management, right? Time management is most important. So in order to have a proper time management, keep trigonometry and algebra as well as compound interest question at the last. So initially try to solve data interpretation, equation, simplification, and then time and work, algebra, LCM, HCF, time and distance. So usually these topic questions will be easy to moderate. So first to finish all these questions first, at last try to solve a questions like trigonometry, algebra, so geometry, etc. Right? So now let me move on to all the 25 questions what I have given on the model paper 2 for RRB JEE exam. First question. So in a town, male and female are in a ratio 3:2. Out of male, 25% are children and the rest are adults. If the adult male population of a town is 81,000, so find the total population of the town. So after reading this question, we can able to see this concept is based on percentage based question, as well as some values are in a ratio. So moderate level question. So first try to understand what is the ratio value they have given. So they have given a ratio value for male and female. So male is to female ratio has been given, which is 3:2. And second point what they are saying is out of males, not out of total, right? Out of males. So male is how much? 3 part. So total is 5 part. Out of 5 part, 3 part is the male, right? Out of 5 part, 3 part is the male. So out of male, what they are saying is 25% are children and the rest are adult. So if 25% are children out of this male, right? What about the remaining 75%? Because if 25% is children, then 100 minus 25 will be 75. So this remaining 75 will be the adult. So we can easily find that out of this male, what is 75%. So if you find what is 75%, resultant will be the total adult males, right? So let me find what is 75% of 3/5. So 75, I think we can cancel this on 5 table directly, right? So 1 5s are 5, so cancel it on 5 table. So 1 5s are 5, 15. So 5 3s are 15, 1, 45. So finally we can say that 45% are adult males. Right? So friends, understood or not? So now what is the next value they have given? If the adult male population of a town is 8,100. So now we already got what is the adult population percentage, 45%. So now they are saying adult male are 8,100. That means this 45% is equals to 8,100. So now our target is to find what is the population of the town, total population. So total population 100% is equals to X. So now try to cancel it. So we can cancel this percentage and percentage here. So cancel this on 9 table. So 9 5s are 45. So 9 9s are 81. So 5x is equals to 100 into 900. So cancel this on 5 table. 5 2s are 10. So x is equals to 18,000. So that means the total population of the town is 18,000. So friends, understood or not, right? Very easy question. So initially we have not taken any value for female because they are completely talking about only males, right, in the question. So male and female ratio given. Out of male, 25% are children. So total part is 5. Out of 5 part, so out of 5 part, 3 part is the male. So in here, where in this total number of males, where 25% are children, then definitely the remaining rest, 75% will be adult. So for 3 by 5, I have calculated what is 75%, where we got 45%. So this 45% will be the adult. And in the question itself, they have given a value directly, which 45% is equals to 8,100. So that means 8,100 is the adult male, which we found it as 45%. So 45% is equals to 8,100. So 100% the total population of the town. So 100% is equals to x. So finally we got the value of x is equals to 18,000. So that will be the population of the town. Second question. So the area of a square is equals to area of a rectangle of length 28 centimeter and breadth 7 centimeter. So find the circumference of the circle whose diameter is equals to side of the square. So our target is to what to find? Here our target is to find the circumference of the circle. So if you are going to solve any question on the topic measurement, so first remember that after reading a question, just see what are all the figures they are talking about in the question. One is a circle, second is a rectangle, and the third is a square. Only if you know the formula for all the two-dimensional shapes, you have to solve the question, or else don't touch the question. Because if they are asking questions like pentagon, hexagon shape, or parallelogram, quadrilateral, so if you know the formula, try to solve the question, or else better leave it, because without knowing the formulas you can't able to solve these kind of measurement questions, right? So here they are talking about square, rectangle as well as circle. So I know the formula for all these. So now let me try to solve this question. So our target is to find what is the circumference of a circle. So circumference of a circle formula will be 2 pi r. So 2 will be pi 22 by 7. What about the radius here? So we don't know the radius of the circle. At last what they are saying is whose diameter is equals to side of the square. So the circle diameter, which is equals to side of the square, this value will be equal to side of the square. And we don't know what is the side of the square here, but initially what they are saying is the area of the square, right? So the area of the square, this area of the square is equals to area of the rectangle. So this rectangle value what they have given is 28 and 7. So length 28 given and the breadth is 7 given. So let's find what is the rectangle area. So 28 into 7 will be 196. So 196 is the area of a rectangle, and they have mentioned that area of a rectangle is equals to area of the square. So if area of a rectangle is 196, then area of the square will also be 196. So now finding sides of the square is easy, because when you take a square, what about the side formula? So a square. So a square is equals to 196. So a is equals to square root of 196. So a is equals to 14. So finally we got the value of a is equal to 14, which means the side of the square. So side of the square what we found here is 14. And here in the question itself they have given that the diameter of a circle is equals to side of the square. So now we got the side of the square is 14. So diameter of the circle will be 14 and the radius will be half of the diameter, which is 7. So substitute instead of r, so substitute 7. So we can cancel 7 and 7 here, resultant will be 44. So finally we can say that the circumference of the circle, so all the values are given in centimeter. So the circumference of the circle will be 44 centimeter. So friends, easy or not, right? So very easiest question, just you have to understand what are all the values they have given in a question and try to find out it, right? So now answer for the question number 2 is 44 centimeter. So third question, if x is equals to -1, then find the value of 1 by x power 99 plus 1 by x power 98. So by seeing the question, do not decide that these kind of questions are tough, right? It's very easiest question, because if anything power, right, if you have minus something, right, so minus of 1 or minus of 2, whatever be, but minus of something power odd number, always resultant answer will be in terms of minus. Yes, so minus of something power even number, always resultant will be positive. Everyone knows it. Minus of 2 the whole square. So minus of 2 the whole square, what is the answer? It will be plus 4, because the power is even number. If the power is an even number, then the negative sign will be changed into a positive. In case if it is an odd number, for example 3, let's take 3 here, right? So power of 3, odd number. So here always the negative sign will not be converted into a positive sign. If it is an odd number, always the resultant answer will be negative. So just now look at the question. They have given the value of x is equals to minus 1. And what about the first expression? 1 divided by x power 99. That means minus 1 power 99, right? So whatever the number be, first check whether it's an odd or even number. Odd number. It's an odd number. Definitely the minus 1 will not be changed. That sign will not be changed here. So minus 1 power 99, resultant will be minus 1. So for the first expression, it's minus 1. So similarly for the second one, 1 divided by, see, 1 divided by x power minus 1 power 98. Here it is an even number. So when you multiply this minus 1 power of even number, the sign changes to plus 1. So the answer will be, for the second term, it's plus 1. So similarly it goes on, right? Odd number minus even number plus. So third expression, 1 divided by x power 97. Odd number. So resultant answer will be minus 1. 1 divided by x power 96. Even number. Sign changes to plus 1. So next, x power 95, again odd number, minus 1. 94, even number, plus 1. At last minus 1 and minus 1 they have directly given. So now we need to simplify it and we need to find the answer. So minus 1 plus 1, we can cancel it. Minus 1 plus 1, minus 1 plus 1. So we have cancelled all these numbers. So at last we have minus 1 and minus 1. So resultant will be minus 2. So finally answer for this third question is minus 2. Right? You can solve these kind of questions without pen and paper, right? In the exam, by directly seeing a computer, you can solve it. So many times on SSC exams or railway exams, you can able to see these kind of questions. So do not think that this is difficult. It's easy, because sometimes in your exams you can able to see like this, x power 99. So 4 divided by x power 96 divided by 1 divided by. So these kind of questions many of you can able to see in the exams. Right, these kind of questions. So by seeing the question, students think that it's very difficult. No, it's not difficult. Right? So understand the simple logic, right? So even number, the sign changes. Odd number, the sign will not be changed, right? So this will be minus 2 will be the answer for question number 3. So fourth question. So PQR start running around a circular field having a circumference 120 meter at the same time from the same point. So speed of PQR 4 meter per minute, 8 meter per minute, 10 meter per minute. So find after how much time they will meet again at the same point for the first time. So friends, the same concept question I have asked in the previous model paper also. Model paper 1 also, I have asked a similar concept question. This concept question comes under a topic called races, right? So time and distance, and then problems on train, and then boats and streams, and then races. So all these 4 category of question will comes under the concept called time and distance. Speed is equals to distance by time formula. So I have posted 6 or 7 videos only on the topic races, and this is the most important concept on the topic races, right? So there is a circular track, and the circular circumference is also given. Of a circular track, what is the total length? 120 meters. So 120 meter is the circumference of the circle. So all the 3 persons are starting from one point, and each of them are running in a different speed. Our target is to find when will they meet again, right? All the 3 persons meet again. So just see here, what you guys have to do is always, if we need to find the meeting point, then we have to find the LCM, least common multiple, right? Only then we can say all the 3 persons at which common point they can able to meet, right? So first we know the distance 120 meter circular track, and each of them speed has been given. We can find what is the time taken. So time taken of the first person, distance divided by speed. So distance is 120. What about the speed here? So speed will be 4. That means 30. So finally we can say that he takes 30 minutes. Second person, for a complete circle, right? For running a complete circular track, the first person might take 30 minutes. So similarly the second person 120, and second person, what is the time here? 8 meter per minute. Yes, 8 meter per minute. So we can cancel it. 1 8s are 8. So remaining will be 4. 48 5s are. So resultant will be 15. So in 15 minutes, the second person can completely around this circle, which is 120 meter. Similarly, the third person 120 divided by 10 meter per minute. So once you cancel it, 12 minutes. So 12 minutes he can able to complete one circle, and similarly 15 minutes the second person, and the first person will be 30 minutes. So now our target is to find if all the three persons started running, then at which point again they will meet each other. So the same thing, use an LCM here, 13, 30, 15, 12. So take LCM, that's it. So we can go with LCM of 3, 10 times, 5 3s are 15, 4 3s are 12. So 5 times 1, 2 5s are 10, 1 5s are 5, 4. So again going with 2, 1, 1, 2. So 5 into 2 is 10, 3 into 2 is 6, 10 into 6 will be 60 minutes. So after 60 minutes, all the three persons will meet again. Right? So this will be the answer for this question. So I have told you many examples, right, while teaching the same concept which is related to a circular track also. I have told you many concepts, right, which is like there are 3 classrooms in a school. Each classroom, right, rings a bell in a different time. First classroom will rings a bell at 11 o'clock, second classroom after 5 minutes, and the third classroom at 11:30. They will be asking you a question like, at what time all the 3 classes will rang a bell at the same time. So these kind of questions, we always use a concept called LCM, least common multiple, right? So that common, by using that least common multiple, we can able to find the common number of all the 3. So here also we have found the common number, which is 60. So at the time of 60 minutes, all the 3 persons will meet each again, right? So all the 3 persons will meet again. So this concept question we usually solve by using an LCM. So next question. So which of the set or 3 sides cannot form a triangle? So the question is, our target is to find, they have given sides, option A, B, C, D, etc. and all the options they have given 3 value. So which means the sides of the triangle. So if it's a triangle, I have told you some property, right? Sum of all the 3 angles of a triangle is equals to 180 degree. First important property. And the second important property, external angle is equals to sum of internal angle. So that will be the second important property. And here, if it is a triangle, always remember that, for example, A, B and C, right? So 3 sides of a triangle. So one important property are there in that concept triangle. When you add any 2 sides of a triangle, if you add A and B, that should be greater than C. So friends, understood or not? If you add A and B value, it should be greater than C. Any 2 sides. If you add B and C value, that should be greater than A. If you add A and C value, that should be greater than B. It's the one of the another important property in the topic triangle. Only then we can say it's a triangle. So here, when you look at the options, I think in the test I have given 5 options, but here I have only 1 option, which is option number B, right, which is wrong. So 5 centimeter, 8 centimeter and 15 centimeter, right? So if you draw a triangle, example I am saying one is 5 and second is 8 and third is 15. So you have to add any 2 sides and you have to check that should be greater than the third side. If you add, for example, if you add 8 and 15, if I am adding 8 and 15 is 23. 23 is greater than 5. Yes, it's correct. So now let's add these 2 values. 15 plus 5. 15 plus 5 is 20. 20 is greater than the third side 8. Yes. So now you have to add 8 and 5. 8 and 5 is what? 8 and 5 will be 13. Whether 13 is greater than 15? No, it is not greater than 15. So we can say that this does not forms a triangle. So always if any three values are given and we need to check whether it forms a triangle, then you have to apply the basic rule. Two sides of a triangle should be greater than the third side, right? So these two side is greater than the third side. So these two side is greater than the third side. But when you add these two side, it's not greater than the third side, it's lesser than the third side. So definitely this option number B does not forms a triangle. So friends, understood or not? It's one of the basic property of a triangle, right? So remember it. If you are learning this property just now, right? If you didn't solve any questions which are related to this, just take a note of it. Before going for exams, have a revision of all these notes, right? So just have a quick revision before going for the exam, because I have told many property on trigonometry and many property on triangle. So make a note of it every time while watching the video, and before going for the exams, when you take and revise all these stuff, definitely it will be useful. So this will be the answer for the fifth question. Sixth question. So Alpana started a business investing rupees 45,000. So it's a partnership question. So after 3 months, Priyanka joined her with a capital of rupees 60,000. After another 6 months, Kalpana joined them with a capital of 90,000 at the end of the year. So that means the total business has been run for a year, 12 months. So out of 12 months, who started a business? Alpana started a business, right? So if it's a partnership question, I have told you one important thing. So the person, how much he invested, how much month he was there in a business, which is equals to the profit of the person, right? So now what they are saying is the first person, Alpana, started a business with the investment of 45,000. So 45,000 is the investment. And this first person, he is starting the business until the end of the business he was there. So into 12 months. So what about the second person? Second person is Priyanka. So Priyanka joined only after 3 months. That means in the out of 12 months, so first 3 months the person Priyanka was not there. For example, Jan, Feb, March. Right? Let's take a business started from the month of January, ended at December. So first 3 months the second person Priyanka was not there. So if the first 3 months if she was not there, Jan, Feb, March. So remaining how many months? So remaining 9 months she will be in the business. So what is the investment of Priyanka? So investment of Priyanka is 60,000. So he will be in the business, she will be in the business for 9 months. So what about the third person? So third person is Kalpana. And that person Kalpana joined another after 6 months, right? Another after 6 months. So already Priyanka joined after 3 months. So another after 6 months. That means total after 9 months, the third person, who is the person? Kalpana joined. So first 9 months, the Kalpana was not in the business. Only after 9 months, she was in the business. Out of 12 months, first 9 months up to September, she will not be there in the business. So October, November, December. Only for the last 3 months, the person Kalpana will be in the business, right? So what about the investment of Kalpana? So investment of Kalpana is 19,000 and she will be in the business for the last 3 months. That's it. So now our target is to find, the profit is also given. Our target is to find what is the share of Kalpana. That means the first person share. So it is easy. First we need to find what is their ratio of their investment of all the three. So we can cancel 30, cancel 30 and cancel 30 here. Right? So we can cancel on 9 table, 1 9s are 9. So this will be 10 times. When you cancel this on 9 table, 9 5s are 45. So now I think we can cancel it on 3 table. So cancel it on 3 table, 1 3s are 3. So cancel it on 3 table 20 times. Cancel it on 3 table, 4 3s are 12. Right? So what are all the values that we are remaining is 5 into 4 is 20. So 20 here, 10 into 1 is 10. So finally we can say that 2 is to 2 is to 1 is there. Ratio of investment. So all the 3% investment is in the ratio 2 is to 2 is to 1. So now according to the question, our target is to find what is the share of Kalpana. So Kalpana is the first person 2, and what about the total? So out of 5 part, 2 part is the investment of Kalpana. And what about the total profit? 16,500. So we have to find the answer for it, for finding the total share for the person Kalpana, right? So we can cancel it. So this will be 5 3s are 15. So remaining will be 1. So 5 3s are 15. So 0 and 0. So 3300 into 2, resultant will be the share of Alpana, right? So Alpana is the first person, Kalpana is the last person. So for finding the last person, sorry, I think I have found the answer for Alpana. But in the question they have given what is the share for Kalpana, right? So Kalpana will be one part. So if you find what is the one part, resultant will be 3300, right? So this is Alpana and this is Priyanka and this is Kalpana, right? So on their question they are asking about the Kalpana, the last person. So last person investment ratio is 1 out of total 5, and the total profit at the end of the year, all the 3% is getting 16,500. So our target is to find what is the share of Kalpana, right? So easy question. Usually in the exams you can able to find easy question on the topic partnership. Seventh question. So seventh question is an equation question, right? So they have given two equation. Our target is to find which of the option is correct, right? Whether x is greater than or less than. So look at the first equation, 144 power 1 by 2. So 144 power 1 by 2 is nothing but square root of 144, right? So 144x, so plus square root of 7396. So 7396 is equals to 194. So 144 square root will be 12x and the square root of 7396. So we have learned the shortcut how to find the square root and the cube root for these kind of numbers, right? So what we do is we will write this as 6 times, right? So 4 4s are 16 or else 6 6 are 36. So cancelling two numbers. So this will be 84 and 86. 85 square, so definitely 86. So 12x plus 86 is equals to 194, right? So all these techniques I have already told you, right? So remember that all these techniques are not currently learning here. I have already taught you all these techniques, how to find a square root of a number, how to find a cube root of a number. So just go to our channel, feel free to learn. There itself I have posted a video, right? So now we have to solve it. So this will be 108. So 12x is equals to 108. So x is equals to 9. So finally we got the value of x is equals to 9 according to the first equation. So what about the second one? So second one is 729 power 1 by 2. So 729 power 1 by 2, which means square root of 729. Square root of 729 will be 27. So 27 y square minus of 545 is equals to square root of 16900. So 169 square root will be 13. 00 is 100. So 130. So 27 y square is equals to, when you bring this 544 towards right hand side, so 5 4 5 7 675. So y square is equals to 25. So y is equals to plus or minus 5. Why? Because square root of 25, so y equal to square root of 25, so y will be plus or minus 5. So now the comparison part, I think x is equal to 9. Comparing 9 with plus 5, 9 is greater than. Comparing 9 with minus 5, again x is greater than. So after comparing the x value with y value, so we can say that answer for the question is x is greater than y, right? So this will be the answer for the equation question. So this is the most important part. So learn, right? So learn all these methods, and you have to by heart the numbers also. 1 to 20 square, 1 to 20 cube. You have to by heart whenever. If you find a numbers like 11 cube, 17 cube, if there is an answer, if you need to find what is the answer for 11 cube, you should say directly 1331. You have to by heart all the numbers, right? Up to 1 to 20 cube is enough and 1 to 20 square is enough. So this will be the answer for question number 7. So next question, compound interest on a certain sum at the rate of 12% per annum after 2 years is rupees 142464. See, if it is a compound interest question, initially I have told you in the video also, and every time I am saying it, do not solve the question initially, because it might take definitely more than a minute. The calculative part will be more. So be careful before solving these kind of questions in the exams, right? Do not waste your time. And what they are asking, find the simple interest on the sum at the rate of 15% per annum for 7 years. Our target is to find what is the simple interest. What is the formula for simple interest? Simple interest is equals to PNR divided by 100. So here according to the question, they have given the value of n, that is 7 years. Rate of interest is also given, which is 15%. But the principal value is not given, right? Principal is not given in the question, but initially they have given the principal. So compound interest, by using that compound interest value, we can find the principal, because initially they have given the compound interest value itself. Compound interest is how much? 1,42,464 is the compound interest. And what is the formula for it? Compound interest is equals to P into 1 plus R by 100 power n minus of 1. Right? So this is the formula for compound interest. So by using this compound interest formula, we can find what is the principal here, because compound interest value is directly given 142, right? 142,464. It's the compound interest value. So principal 1 plus R by 100. Rate of interest is how much? 12. So 1 plus 12 divided by 100. So power n. So n will be 2 years minus of 1. So 142,464 is equals to principal. So cancel it on 2 table, or else cancel it on 4 table. 4 3s are 12. Cancel it on 4 table, 25. So 28 divided by 25, the whole square minus of 1. So now no other way, we have to solve and we need to find the answer, right? So that's the thing here. This is the only part that might take more number of time. You have to find the principal, as well as after finding the principal, you have to substitute here in order to find the simple interest, right? So I think you can find, everyone can solve it and you can find the answer, but only problem here is time consumption, right? It might take more than 1 minute. Definitely some students, if you are weak in mathematics, you might take more than 2 minutes also. So better solve all these kind of question at the last, right? So friends, answer for this question is 5,88,000, I think so. So try to solve it and try to find out the answer. But this will be the answer for question number 8. Next question. A mixture contains milk and water in a ratio 7:4. If 22 liter of mixture is replaced with water, then the ratio of milk and water becomes 5:6. Find the quantity of milk in the original mixture. Just here, our target is to find what, same question, same concept question I have asked in the previous model also, right? Alligation mixture concept. So what they are saying is, initially there is a mixture which contains milk and water in the ratio 7:4. So that means 7x is the milk and 4x is the water. So out of the total mixture which contains both milk and water, how much liter were taken out? 22 liter were taken out, and they are replacing this 22 liter by water, right? So what we need to do is, first initially they are taking 22 liter outside from the mixture. So we have to find out of this 22 liter how much milk is there and how much water is there, because from a mixture, right, from the mixture of milk and water, they are taking 22 liter outside. So inside this 22, we don't know how much milk is there and how much water is there. So first we need to find. So 22 is the total mixture that was taken out. So here total is how much? 7 plus 4, total 11. Out of 11, where 7 part is the milk. So cancel it. 2 times, so 14 liter. That means in this 22 liter, right, in this 22 liter, 14 liter is milk. Then what about the remaining? So remaining 8 liter will be water. So friends, understood or not? So first we have to found this. Why? Because they are taking 22 liter from the total mixture. So mixture contains both milk and water. So we have to find out of the 22 liter how much water is there and how much milk is there. So out of total part 11, 7 part is the milk. So now they are taking 22 liters outside from the mixture. So we have found 14 liter. Out of this 22 liter, 14 liter is the milk. So 22 minus 14, resultant will be 8, which is the water. So now we know that 7x is the initial milk. Out of this, how much liter of milk were taken out? 14 liter minus of 14. So divided by second water. So water is how much? 4x. Out of 4x, how much water has been taken out? 8. So now after taking out 22 liters of the mixture, now they are replacing with water, again 22 liters. So plus 22. In case if they are adding 22 liters of milk, then you have to add in the numerator. So why we are adding in the denominator? Because they are replacing by water. That means 22 liter of water is added, right? So resultant ratio is what? 5/6. So now we need to cancel and we need to find the answer. So divided by, so 4x. So now this will be 4 14 is equals to 5 divided by 6. So now we need to cross it, right? 42x. So minus of 84 is equals to 20x. So plus 70. So when you bring this 20 towards left hand side, this becomes 22x, right? Because 42 minus 22, 20. So 42 minus 20 will be 22x is equals to, this will be 154. So 154. So x is equals to, what is our target? Our target is to find milk. Okay, so we need to find what is the milk here. Just we find the value of x is equals to 7. So once after finding the value of x, we can say from the original mixture, if you substitute x is equals to 7, then 49 liters. So 49 liters will be the milk in the initial mixture, right? So which will be the answer for this question. So that's it, right? So mostly alligation mixture you can able to solve, which is the concepts that are mostly 80% concept will be same as problems on ages. Problems on ages also usually we solve question like this, right? After 10 years, before 6 years, the ratio becomes similar concept, right? So they are taking some ratio outside, some liters outside, and they are adding again. So just check what they are taking, what mixture they are taking, subtract it, and after taking out from the mixture how much water is added, or how much water is added, or how much milk is added, based upon that we will add with numerator or denominator, and we find the answer for it. Alligation mixture is also easy, and if you keep on learning some easy, very basic level question, then alligation mixture question will be definitely easy. You can understand the concepts easily, right? So for railway exams, this is enough. This level of question is enough, right? So this will be the answer for question number 9. So next question. So I think next 5 question is based on data interpretation, right? That is based on a pie chart. So they have given the total number of employees, which is 42,000. So out of total number of employees, they have given management is 12%, IT is 22%, HR 8%, etc. Right? If it is a data interpretation, always remember 2 important formula. X is what percentage of y. If you find only what percentage, then the formula will be x divided by y into 100. If you find what percentage more or less, sometimes in the question itself they will give you more, or sometimes they will give you directly less, or else more or less. So the formula will be same, x minus y divided by y into 100. The formula will be same always. If you are getting a positive value, then it is more. If you are getting a negative value, then it is less. That's the difference, right? So now getting into the first question of data interpretation. So number of employees in the management department is what percentage? Just see here, first question itself we got the word what percentage. So what percentage, formula will be x by y into 100. So numerator value, number of employees in a management department. So management department is how much? 12%. So 12 divided by, you don't want to find for 42%. So 42,000, what is 12%? Why? Because 12% of 42,000 divided by HR department. HR department is how much? 8% of 42,000. We are going to cancel 42 percentage and percentage. So don't write and waste your time in the exams. Better write only the value 12 by 8 into 100. So we can cancel it on 4 table. 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12, 150. Answer will be 150%. That's it. So answer for the first question where C, that is 150%. Easy question. I think mostly data interpretation in most of the SSC exams and railway exams it will be easy. Right? Mostly it will be easy. And most of the questions you can solve without pen and paper itself. By just directly seeing your computer you can solve. Because when you take the previous year question papers of railway and SSC, when you look at all those question papers, you can understand the level of DA. Mostly it will be easy. So second question, find the respective ratio between the employees in the sales department and number of employees in the marketing department. We have to find the ratio, right? For the sales department is how much? 28. Marketing department is how much? 25. So don't find 28, 42,000, what is 28%? 42,000, what is 25%? It's waste of time. Why? Because we are going to find a ratio. Left hand side also we are going to write 42,000. Right hand side also we are going to write 42,000. We are going to cancel both 42,000. So instead of writing it and we are going to cancel it, so better don't write all those stuff. Directly write only the value. What about what they are saying is respective number of sales department. Sales department is how much? 28. What about the marketing department? Is 25. That's it. Answer for the second question is 28 is to 25. Everyone's understood or not? Try to solve most of the DI question in a simple way. And next question is, find the total number of employees in the management department, IT department and marketing department. So here all are in a single pie chart, so better we can add all the values. So management department, so management is how much? 12. And next is IT is how much? 22. And what about the marketing department? Marketing is 25. So we have to add all these things, right? So this will be 9, 59. So 59%. So 59% is the total number of employees who are working in all the departments. Now our target is to find the numbers, right? So 59% of 42,000. That's it. We can cancel percentage 20 here. So find out what is 59 into 42. 9 2s are 18. Remaining will be 1. 9 4s are 36. 46. 47. So remaining will be 4. 20. 24. 24780. We have 0 here. So 24,780. So 24,780 will be the total number of employees who are working in all the 3 departments based upon the question, right? Next question. So number of employees in the management department by what percentage more? So just now I have told you, right? If it is only what percentage, use this formula. If it is what percentage more or less, right? Use the second formula, x minus y divided by y into 100. So here according to the question, number of employees in the management department. So management department is how much? 12. So instead of x, substitute 12 here. So 12 minus of more than the number of employees in the administration department. So administration department is how much? 5%. So instead of y, substitute 5. So divided by 5 into 100. So this will be like 12 minus 5. So 7 divided by 5 into 100. So cancel this 20. So resultant will be 140%. So we can say that answer for this question is 140%, right? So you don't want to find what is 42,000, because in the numerator also we will write 42,000. Denominator also we will write 42,000. So we can cancel that 42. So instead of writing all those stuff, so we don't want to better write it, right? If it is x is what percentage of y or x is what percentage more or less than y, don't write the total value because we are going to cancel it. So what about the fifth question? So find the difference between the number of employees in the sales department and number of employees in the administration department. See, our target is to find the difference, right? So what about the sales department? Sales department is 28% and administration department is how much? Administration is what? 5%. So 28% and 5%. You can directly find the difference here. The difference of 5%, resultant will be 23%. So 23% is the difference, right? So and our target is to find that terms in terms of numbers. So 23% of the total number of employees, which is 42,000. So we can cancel percentage and 20. So 420 into 23. So 420 into 23 will be 9660. 966 and last we have a 0 to be added. So 9660. So that will be the answer for the fifth question. See, easy or not, right? All the 5 data interpretation what I have given on this paper 2 is easy. Even in your exams it will be easy, but make sure to manage your time properly, right? 5 questions, try to solve in 3 minutes. Mostly in the railway exams you will get 3 or 4 DI, right? And 4 DI you have to crack within 2 or 2.5 minutes. So only then that will be the good attempt, right? So don't take more than 4 minutes to solve these kind of data interpretation, and try to solve more number of DI at this level, right? That is important. So this will be the answer for this all 5 data interpretation question what I have given on the model paper 2. 15th question. So a shopkeeper sold an item at 12% discount on a marked price. it earned a profit of 15%. So from a marked price, he had given a discount of 12. So after giving a discount of 12, he gained, how much profit he gained is 15%. So our target is to find the marked price of an article is what percentage more. Just see, again you find the word, it's a profit and loss question, but you find the word what percentage more. Again same formula, x minus y divided by y into 100. So which value you are going to compare, that should comes in the denominator. So the remaining value should comes in the numerator, right? So now I think same concept question I have given on the previous model also. In the previous model 1 paper, I have given the cost price directly, but here I didn't give you the cost price. I have given the marked price is also not given, cost price is also not given, only the percentage has been given here. So just see here, the shopkeeper sold an item at 12% discount. So let's take the marked price into marked price. From the marked price, he is giving 12% discount. That means 100 minus 12 will be 88%. So from the marked price, he is selling the product for 88%. So from the cost price, he is getting 15% profit. That means from the cost price, he is getting 115%. That's it. We can cancel percentage and percentage here. So marked price divided by cost price is equals to 115 by 88. So we can say that marked price is 15, cost price will be 88. So now instead of x, substitute 115, instead of cost price y, substitute 88 divided by 88 into 100. So cancel it. So here it is 12, here it is 15, 27 by 88 into 100. I think we are getting something in a decimal point, right? So it's not an approximate answer, we have to found it, right? We have to found the complete answer. So always check, because sometimes in the question at the bracket they will give you approximate. That means we have to find only approximate value. If it is an approximate question, I would say the answer will be 30%. Why? Because 88, 83 is at 24, 27 something. So we are getting in the range of something power 30, right? But if we need to solve, no other way, we have to solve and we have to find it, right? So this will be 30.6 something. So based upon that, you can mark the answer. I'm getting 30.6. I think another will be 8, I think so. 30.68 something. So we can say that answer will be 30.68 based upon the options, right? So this is the most important part in this question, and the same concept question we have solved many times. Even in the previous video, model number 1 paper 1 also, I have asked a similar concept question, but on the question I have given the cost price, so that we have found what is the marked price. But here the marked price also not given, cost price also not given. We have to find how much percentage more or less, right? So answer will be 30.68. So next question. So 16th question is a trigonometric question, right? So keep the trigonometric question at the last in your exams. Do not solve the trigonometric question initially. So 1 plus cos A plus 1 plus cos A, so divided by sin A minus of sin A divided by 1 minus cos A is equals to question mark, right? So we have to find what is the value of this expression, right? When we look at the options, here I think I have given only the answer, but when we look at the options are like sin A 0, 1, cos A, like that. So mostly we have to simplify this, no other way. But the easy way of simplifying a trigonometry is, usually there will be some techniques here. Just see here, 1 plus cos A, right? Here we have 1 minus cos A. The sign changed, right? Here 1 plus and 1 minus. Here sin A and here minus of sin A. If you see these kind of expression in a trigonometry, opposite sign in a numerator and denominator. Numerator is positive, denominator negative, right? So denominator positive, numerator negative. If you find cos and sin like this, definitely this value will be 0. So why? Because just see, I can solve this part alone initially. When you take an LCM, right? When you take LCM sin A into 1 minus cos A, if you take an LCM for it, so this will be 1 minus of cos A, right? So 1 minus of cos A, 1 minus of cos square A. So minus of sine A into, here we have another sign which is sine square A. When you take an LCM, right? When you take LCM, sine A into 1 minus cos A. So here in the numerator you have to multiply 1 minus cos A. If you multiply 1 minus cos A, 1 minus cos square A. So here in the numerator you have to multiply another sign, sine square A. What is 1 minus cos square A? 1 minus cos square A will be sine square A, right? Sine square A. So plus sine square A minus sine square A, 0. So this complete part becomes 0. So friends, understood or not, right? So take a note of it. It's important note when you see a numerator and a denominator with the sign changed. And if you see these kind of expression, many times you can able to see this expression in trigonometry. If you see this expression, definitely the answer will be 0. So now you have to solve only the first two part. So what we can do is, we can 1 minus of sine square A. Sine square A will be 1 minus cos square A, or else, okay, so 1 minus of cos square A, so divided by 1 plus cos A. So when you multiply here, so 1 plus cos A minus of 1 plus of cos square A divided by 1 plus cos A, right? So we can cancel minus 1 and plus 1. So resultant number we have cos A plus cos square A divided by 1 plus cos A. So now when you take in the numerator cos A outside, so 1 plus cos A. So divided by 1 plus cos A. Cancel these two, resultant will be cos A. That's it. So answer for this question is cos A, right? So trigonometry question, again it's a vast syllabus. You have to learn many stuff, but every time while writing a test or while watching the videos and writing the trigonometry test separately, the topic test, you have to make a note of some properties, right? Some identities, trigonometry identities will be there, these kind of identity, right? So negative sign, positive sign, and then sine square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1, tan theta by cot theta. So you have to learn some of the important identities before solving a question on trigonometry. So if you are learning this for the first time, take a note of it. Next question, if you see these kind of model, directly put as 0. You don't want to simplify it and you don't want to solve, right? So answer for this question, 16th question, is cos A. So question number 17. So population of a village is increased by 20%, decreased by 15%, again increased by third year 10%. So after 3 years, the population of the village is 1,6590. What is the initial population of the village, right? So question is based on a percentage concept. Make a note of it. If it is a population based question, right? So if the question is based upon a population, definitely the answer what we are going to get will not be in the decimal point. Why? Because the population will be an exact number, 23,000 people, 24,000 people. It won't be 24,000.1. Right? So make sure that if you are solving a question that is related to a population based, you can, whatever the numbers are huge or lakhs or whatever they have given, try to solve it, because we will get an exact number at the last. Right? So what they are saying is, initially our target is to find what is the population of the village. So initial population we don't know, let me keep it as X, and for the first year the population has been increased by 20. So 100 plus 20 will be 120% increase in the population. And for the second year, 15% decreased. So 100 minus 15 will be 85. So 85% is the population on the second year. And the third year, again it has been increased by 10. So 110 divided by 100. So resultant after 3 years from the total population, the resultant population after 3 years becomes 1,06,590. So we have to find what is the initial population. That's it. So you have to cancel it and you have to bring all the numbers towards right hand side, and we need to find what is the initial population of the top. So we can cancel it and we can find it. See, 2 zeros, we can cancel 2 0 here. So again we can cancel 1 0 1 0 here. So we can cancel it on what are all the remaining numbers that we have. X is equals to 1,0659 into 100 into 10 divided by 12 into 85 into 11, right? Okay. So we can try to cancel it on 3 table first. So we can cancel it on 3 table. So 2 3s are 6. Sorry, we can't able to cancel it on 3 table. Sorry. Try to cancel it on. Okay, we can cancel it on 3 table here. 4 3s are 12. First, cancel it on 3 table. 3 3s are 9. So remaining will be 1. 5 3s are 15. Again, remaining will be 1. 5 3s are 15. So 3 3s are 9. So 3 5 5 3 divided by 4. So now we have 85 in the denominator, right? We didn't cancel it. So here we have 85. So now try to cancel this on 11 table. Whether we can cancel it on 11 table. So 11 3s are 33. So remaining will be 2, 25. 11 2s are 22. 23. Yes, we can cancel it on 11 table, I think so. When you cancel this on 11 table, so this will be 11 3s are 33. So remaining will be 2, right? 25. So 11 2s are 22. Remaining will be 333. So 323, right? So now we can cancel this on 4 table. 1 4s are 4. Cancel it on 4 table. So this will be 25 times S. Again, we can cancel it on 5 table. So this will be 5 5s are 25. So cancel it on 5 table. 1 5s are 5. So remaining will be 3, 35. 7 5s are 35, right? So resultant will be 323 into 5 into 10 divided by 17. Again, it's equals to, we can cancel it. 323, 17 will be 19, 45. So remaining will be 4, 95, 0. Yes, you will get the answer here also, right? Either you can cancel it. If you directly cancel here, for example, 323 divided by 85, it will be 3.8 something. Again, you have to divide by 4 because here we have 4 here. 0.95 something. We will get an answer like this and then we will multiply with 100. So we will get the answer. So but anyway, what I did is after cancelling here, I have cancelled with 5 table and then I have simplified the number. So answer for this question is not 950, actually it's 95,000 because here we have cancelled 2020, right? Here I think we should not cancel 0 here. 0 will actually, we have 2 zeros here, right? So when you bring this 100 and 100 towards right hand side, it becomes 95,000, right? Answer for this question, the initial population of the village is 95,000. So next question, a boat takes 65 hours for traveling upstream from point A to B and coming back to point C, midway between A and B. So if the speed of the stream is 4 km per hour and the speed of the boat in a still water is 16 km per hour, find what is the distance between A and C. Right? So our target is to find what is the distance between A and C. Right? It's the concept that is based on boats and streams. If it is a boats and streams, so first you have to learn time and distance. At least you should know the basic concept of time and distance. Only then you can able to solve boats and streams. So the major concept in the boats and stream is if the boat is moving against the stream, you have to subtract the boat speed as well as the stream speed. If the boat is coming along with the stream, right, so then you have to add boat speed as well as the stream speed. That is the major concept here. So understand the question, a boat takes 65 hours long for traveling upstream from point A to point B. So let's assume that this is point A. So from point A to point B and then coming back to point C. So point C is where is the midway between A and B. So that means all the distance will be same. So when you consider this as D, this distance and this distance all will be the same distance. Why? Because the point C is the midway between A and B, right? If the total distance is 300, then this will be 150, this will be 150. So let's assume that D, right? So now what they are saying is, the total time taken, right? The total time taken from A to reach B and again coming back to C, the total time taken is 65 hours. That means time taken 1 plus time taken 2 is equals to 65 hours. Why I am taking time 1, time 2? Because time 1 is the upstream, time 2 is the downstream, right? So if it is an upstream, then what you have to do, just now I have told you, if it is an upstream, if the boat is going against the stream, then you have to subtract the boat speed minus of stream speed. So here what they have given is if the speed of the stream is 4 km per hour, if the speed of the boat in the still water is 16 km per hour. So boat speed is how much? 16. Water speed is how much? 4. So 16 minus 4 will be 12. So first it will be 12, the speed, total speed is 12 plus the second speed, time is equal to distance by speed. So first distance from A to C is D, C to B is D. So total distance covered in the upstream will be 2D. So while coming downstream, he has to cover only the D distance. So D divided by downstream. If it is a downstream, you have to add a boat speed plus stream speed. Boat speed is how much? 16. Stream speed is how much? 4. So 16 plus 4 is how much? 20 is equals to 65. That's it. If you solve this, you will get the answer. So let's take LCM as 2D plus D, 12, 20, right? So when you take LCM as 60, if you take LCM 60, then this will be 5 times, so 10D, right? So 63 times this will be 3D is equals to 65. So this will be 13D is equals to 65 into 60. So cancel it on 5 times. So D is equals to 300. So finally we can say that the total distance, all D will be same, right? Our target is to find what is the distance between A and C. So A and C will also be the same distance. So we can say that which is 300 kilometers. So answer for this question is 300 kilometer. So question number 19. In a triangle ABC, if angle A and angle C is 140 degree and angle A and angle 3B is equal to 180 degree. So what they have given is angle A and angle C is given, which is 140 degree, right? So second point, angle A and 3 times of angle B is equals to 180 degree, and our target is to find what is the angle of A. So if it is a triangle based question, previous video also I have told you, right? If it is a geometry geometry based circle or geometry based triangle, we have some properties. When you take a triangle, sum of 3 angles of a triangle is how much? 180 degree. What is the sum of 3 angles? So A, B and C. So sum of 3 angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So now according to the question, they have given the value of A and C. So value of A and C is how much? 140. So 140 plus angle of B is equals to 180. So angle of B is equals to 40. So finally we found what is the angle of B, which is 40. But our target is to find the angle of A, right? So here in the second equation, if you substitute for angle of B is equals to 40, we will get what is the angle of A. That's a very simple question. So angle of A plus 3 into 40 is equals to 180. So angle of A is equals to 180 minus 120. So resultant will be 60 degree. So mostly some students will not learn geometry because they think that it's we have to learn more formulas like that. So many students will not learn geometry. So kindly learn geometry at least some point, up to some point, some basic level question, because if you miss these kind of questions in your exam, it's definitely waste. Why? Because you can solve it easily, right? By just knowing only this property. Sum of 3 angles of a triangle, it's 180 degree. Basic property, we have solved the question. So make sure to learn at least the basics property of triangle as well as circle. So these 2 parts are most important in the geometry session. So next question, 20th question. X square minus 1 by x square. So x square minus of 1 by x square plus 2 is equals to 66. So find the value of x square minus 1 by x plus 2x is equals to question mark, right? So we have to find what is the value of the given expression. So if we need to find what is the value of this expression, x square minus 1 plus 2x divided by x. So this is the thing what we need to find here, value of the expression. So only if we know what is the value of x, we can able to find the answer for it, or else it is not possible, right? So without knowing the value of x, we can't able to solve it. So for that x, they have given one expression here, x square minus 1 by x plus 2 is equals to 66. So what we can do is we can simplify this initially. X square minus of 1 by x square is equals to 66 minus 2. So this will be x square minus of 1 by x square is equals to 66 minus 2 will be 64, right? So what's the next step is x minus of 1 by x is equals to square root of 64, right? Square root of 64, so we can say x minus 1 by x is equals to plus or minus 8. So finally we got the value of x, which is plus or minus, not x value. X minus 1 by x is equals to plus or minus 8. So now simplify it. So this can be written as x square by x minus of 1 by x plus 2x by x is equals to question mark. So x square by x will be x minus of 1 by x plus 2 is equals to question mark. See, x minus 1 by x is what? Plus or minus 8. Instead of x minus 1 by x, substitute plus or minus 8. That's it. So when you substitute plus 8 here, the answer will be 10. Because plus 8 plus 2, answer will be 10. When you substitute minus 8 here, so minus 8 plus 2 will be minus 6. So finally answer for this question, where the answer is 10 and minus 6, which will be the answer for this question, right? So friends, understood or not, right? It's an algebra question. You have to think and solve. We need to find what is the value of this expression. So for finding the value, without knowing the x value, we can't able to find it. So instead of finding the x value, we have to simplify the first expression what they have given. So I have simplified it, and then I have found what is the value of x minus 1 by x. I can't able to further simplify it. So initially I found what is the value for x minus 1 by x, which is plus or minus 8. And here for x minus 1 by x, I substituted plus or minus 8. So plus 8 and minus 8. So finally we got the answer. 21st question. So A can complete a piece of work in 24 days, B can complete a piece of work in 36 days. Efficiency of C is twice the efficiency of A and B. Find the number of days in which C can complete the work alone. So our target is to find how many days C alone takes to complete a work. And they have given one important note here, which is based on efficiency, right? So efficiency of C is 2 times the efficiency of A and B. So which means 2 times the efficiency of C is equals to A and B. That's it, right? So everyone can able to write this. So 2 times efficiency of C, that will be equal to both the person A and B, right? Just listen the sentence carefully. Efficiency of C is twice. It's twice the efficiency of A and B together. That's it. We already know the value of A and B, because A alone can complete a piece of work in 24 days. So A alone can complete a piece of work in 24 days, 1 by 24. So B alone can complete a piece of work in 36 days, 1 by 36. So we can find both the person how many days they take to complete a work, 1 by 36. So we can take LCM as 72, 3 times, so 2 times 5 divided by 72. So 72 divided by 5 days, right? So A and B alone can take 72 by 5 days to complete a piece of work. So now our target is not to find A and B. Our target is to find C alone, how many days he takes to complete a work. So 2C is equals to A and B. Just now we found 72 by 5 days. So C will be 1 by 2 into 72 by 5. So cancel it, 36. C alone can complete a piece of work in 36 by 5 days. Or based upon the option, sometimes it will be directly 36 by 5, or sometimes it will be in the form of mixed fraction, 1 by 5 days. So both are same, right? 35 plus 1 will be 36. Both are same, but based upon the options, we can simplify it, right? So it's based on time and work question. So time and work, mostly medium level questions will be based on efficiency or else percentage based work. A is 50% more efficient than B, or else A is to B's efficiency is 2 is to 3. So more and more try to solve a question that is based on an efficiency concept on time and work. So previous question I have given like A, B, B, C, C, A, and our target is to find what is A, B, C. And here in this model paper 2, I have given a question that is based on an efficiency. 22nd question. So the angle of elevation of top of a vertical tower situated perpendicularly on a plane is observed as 60% from 60 degree from a point P on a same plane. So when listen here, it's the question that is based on a heights and distance, right? So heights and distance question. So what they have given is the angle of elevation of top of a vertical tower. So there is a vertical tower. First let me draw a diagram. So every time I'm saying it, if it is a question that is based on a heights and distance, then the major formula we apply here is a tan theta. right? Tan theta is equal to opposite by adjacent. So this is the only formula we use 99% of the questions to solve, that is based on heights and distance. So rarely we go with sin theta or cos theta, but mostly we will always go with the tan theta, right? So tan theta will be opposite by adjacent. So we have to draw the diagram alone perfectly, that's it. So first what they are saying is the angle of elevation of the top of the vertical tower situated perpendicularly on a plane is observed as 60 degree from point P on a same plane. For example, let's consider this as point P on a same plane perpendicularly. So not parallelly, right? Perpendicularly from this angle of elevation. So angle of elevation from the bottom, which will be 60 degree, what they have given. So height of this tower was not given. Let's consider it as h. So h will be the height of the tower. So next point, from another point Q, there is another point Q 10 meter vertically above point P. So above point P, we have considered already point P here. Above point P, which is 10 meter, right? So 10 meter, from this point, what they are saying is 10 meter vertically above the point P, the angle of depression of the foot, that means from this point the angle of depression. So angle of depression to this point, which is 30 degree, right? Yes, 30 degree. So if this angle is 30 degree, then the inner angle, this will be 30 degree. So finally we can say that this is point Q. Okay, so point P, 10 meter vertically, it's point Q. From the point Q, the angle of depression is 30 degree. So now we actually don't know the distance here also, right? From the foot of the tower, to this point, the distance is also unknown, as well as the height of the distance, that is height of the tower, is also unknown, right? Both the value was not given, but here we have two triangles, right? One triangle is PQ. Let's consider some point here. Let's consider R, and this consider it as S. So now we have two triangles. One is P, S and R, and the second triangle will be P, Q and R. We have two triangles. So first what I can do is, I can take this triangle PSR, right? So triangle PSR. So that means tan 30 degree, right? So here when you take PSR, the angle will be 60 degree. So tan 60 degree is equals to opposite by adjacent. Opposite is how much? H. Adjacent is how much? X. So this will be the first equation, right? So similarly tan 60 degree will be root 3. So root 3 is equals to H divided by X. So next point, let's take the second triangle, this triangle PQR. So when you take PQ and R, so this will be tan 30 degree. So tan 30 degree is equals to opposite by adjacent. So opposite is how much? 10. Adjacent is how much? X. So 10 by X. Tan 30 degree will be 1 by root 3. So tan 30 degree will be 1 by root 3 is equals to 10 divided by X. And we know what is the value of X. So X is equals to H by root 3. From the first equation we can say the value of X is equals to H divided by root 3. So substitute here. So value of X will be H divided by root 3. So root 3 goes to the numerator. So 1 by root 3 is equals to 10 into root 3 divided by H. So when you multiply root 3 into root 3 will be 3. H is equals to 30. So finally we can say that answer for the question where height is equals to 30 meter. So friends, understood or not, right? So heights and distance is always a easy question. Mostly heights and distance will be easy question, as well as the circular based question will also be easy. So try to solve both the questions in the exams if it is based on circle, triangle, geometry based question, or else heights and distance question. Sometimes actually the trigonometry, when you take a trigonometry ratio, tan 30, tan 60 degree, root 3, 1 by 3, but sometimes I will write here as 1 by root 3, sometimes I will write here as root 3, change the trigonometrical values, because if you practice more number of questions you will get that, right? But anyway, the way of solving is this, right? This is the way that we can solve a question which is related to heights and distance. So last question. So the average weight of 65 students in a class was calculated as 32. It was later found that the weight of 2 students was calculated was actually wrong. So it is based on a false calculation. So while teaching average topic itself, I have told you, right? So teacher included or teacher excluded in a class, or instead of 30 kg, the actual student weight will be 30 kg, but they have noted as 36 kg. Extra 6 value they have added in the total weight, because actual is 30, but they have written as 36. So these kind of question does not needed any formulas to solve. It's a basic concept, because total number of students is how much? 65 students, and total 65 student, what is the average weight, which is 32. So when you multiply 65 into 32, we will get what is the total age of the classroom. They are talking about the weight. Okay, so total weight of the classroom. So 5 into 2 will be 10, remaining will be 1. 5 into 3 15, 6 into 2 12, 12 plus 15, 12 plus 15 will be 27, 28, remaining will be 2, 18, 20, 2080. So 2080, it's what? 2080 will be the total weight of the classroom, right? So total weight of the classroom, which is 2080, and how many students are there? 65 students. So now what they are saying is 2 value was wrongly calculated. So 1, the weight of one girl was actually 26, but they have written as 30 kg. So just see here, the weight of the actual girl is 26, but they have written additional 4, which is 30. So actual weight is 26, but they have wrongly written as 30. That means they have written 4 excess, right? So we have to subtract that 4 for the actual value. So minus of 4. Next thing, for the second person, the actual weight of a boy is 42 kg, but whereas they have written as 36 kg. See, the weight of the boy actually is 42 kg, but they have written only 36. They have missed 6 kg. So no, right? Actual weight is 42, but they have written only 36. So 6 kg was reduced and they have written. So we have to add 6 to this number, plus 6. That's it. Minus 4 and plus 6 will be plus 2. So 2082, right? Because minus 4 plus 6 will be plus 2. So 2082. So this will be the correct total weight of the complete classroom, 65 students, because they have written 2 student weight wrongly. So one student actual weight was 26, but they have written as 30 more. So how much more? 4 more. So we have to reduce that 4 from the total, minus 4. And the second person, actual weight is 42 kg, but they have written only 36. They have written 6 less. So we have to add 6 to the total weight. So plus 6. So after that, the total weight is 2. So adding 2 to the total classroom weight, which is 2082. So now according to the question, our target is to find what is the actual average weight. That means this is the total weight of the classroom. We have to find the average. That means we have to divide it by 65. Total students in a classroom. When you divide this, you will get the answer around 30 point something. So which is the answer for this question, right? So friends, listen here. Mostly the question will be for RRB JA exam up to this level. This medium level questions will be there. Sometimes the questions can be even easy also. But make sure to learn at least medium level question. Do not go beyond medium level, right? Because odd level questions will not be asked in the railway exams, mostly medium to below average question. So practice more and more number of questions like this. So when you keep on practicing like this, surely you can able to crack the exam, right? So learn all the topics, do not miss any of the topics, but time management is more important, because 30 questions, if you have to solve it in a limited number of time, then you have to practice now itself. Only then you can able to solve in the exams. So make sure to write all the remaining tests what I am going to upload on every Saturday. So every Saturday model paper will be uploaded on the railway package only on aptitude session. So do not forget to take the test. So friends, thank you so much for watching this video. Again, if you didn't take the test already, at least go to the test package of RRB JE and write the model number 2 paper, right? Because just by looking at a video and learning something, you can't able to get the time management. So time management comes only when you practice more number of questions. So thank you so much friends for watching this video. See you on the next video. Bye.